get like a higher amount of health restored. Boom. Hey guys, Mr. J here. Welcome back to another Frostborn video. So today's video we have the new pet, which is called the Shroom pet. So the Shroom pet is for the Berserk. As you can see here, it gives heavy melee weapon damage plus 7. It doesn't really matter which class you use, although it's for the Berserk class. You can use the Huskar class, you can use Protector class, you can use the Thresher, you can use the Druid, you can use the Witch Doctor, the Duelist, any class, the Mercenary, any melee class you can use and get the extra points, which is the damage with melee weapons that the Shroom pets give right here. And for the Shroom pet, we have different skills and ability here. The more you upgrade the skills and ability, the more advanced or stronger the Shroom pet gets. It's a pretty good pet because it increases melee damage. It's going to give leverage to the Berserk. For example, you can see we have the blood swirl right here. So every enemy hit by the swirl restore Berserk health by 15%. Once you do the swirl attack, you will get an increase with the Berserk's health. And of course, you can tap off the Berserk health with bandages and any other healing item that you have. You can see here as well, boost range grants the Berserk 10 boost effect. Each effect increase movement speed by 1%. So the mushroom here will increase the Berserk movement speed. It would also heal the Berserk as well. That's pretty good. And the last one here, which is unstoppable, cast in range grants the Berserk immunity against control spell for 3 seconds. So it's like a basically like a dispel, which is pretty good. That's gonna help the Berserk in PvP. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the pet right here. You can see this is the growth serum. So you can get these from the season. Sometimes you can get from the season, which you can see here from the boost level season section. Let me check if the free-to-play section does get that serum right here. Most likely they got it here at level 99. So yeah, you can get the growth serum right here. You can also get books from the season pass as well here, the trainer basic books, which you'll need to upgrade these skills. You see you can get more right there. That's in total so far I count 6 that you can get for free-to-play players. 6 books, that's pretty good. And from the side quest event here, we can then get the trainer guide, which is rank 3, and that's a bit higher of course and even more beneficial, but that's from the side quest event here. And it's kind of hard to get this right here. This is the training manual. This helps to get the class to level 4 or higher, which is pretty expensive to get this book here. It's kind of difficult to get it. But further ado, let's go ahead and upgrade the pet right here, which is the Shroom. We can get it to rank 5, which is the max. So we use the serum to get it to the next level. We'll go ahead and use the Train Basic book right here. Get it to Blood Swirl 2. This is going to get it to 3. And nice. Improves as well. You can see here for Blood Swirl 4. So every enemy hits Swirl restores the Berserk's health by 35%. And so it's currently 25 at the moment. And to get it up to 35. Nice. That's the maximum you can see there. And we can go ahead and upgrade this right here, the boost rank 1 to rank 2. So rank 2 will give us around, let me go ahead, boom. Rank 1, rank 2, you can see here rank 2 gives 1.5. It's pretty good. So rank 1 give 1%. That's movement speed. And rank 2 give 1.5. For the next level here, which is the max, rank 4. This one is 4. This is 4 as well. Alright, so once it's max at level 4, then it would be 2% to the movement speed. You can see here for unstoppable, Berserk immunity to control effect. Alright, so currently for level 1 would be 3 seconds. That's the amount that it gives. For the next one, it would be 4 seconds, and the next would be 5 seconds. And for the max, it keeps at 5 seconds, but you can see here it can be used while stunned. So it's a case that if we're stunned, then this can take effect and remove the stun from us. The immunity to control spell, so that's pretty good as well. But yeah, the whole entire time I have like a staff in my hand, but I switched to a fire axe. Alright, so for the Berserk we have Swirl, an attack that deals 150% damage of your weapon to all enemies in your radius and decreases their armor by 6 and their movement speed by 35% for 5 seconds. That's going to be good because it's a case that once you use Swirl, then I'm going to be able to heal, plus do a lot of damage, plus we're going to be able to decrease the enemy's armor by 6 and also their movement speed by 35% for 5 seconds. We also have the another Rage Berserk skill, which increases damage dealt, but also damage taken by 30%. And active for 15 seconds, recasting the spell cancels it. So if we're trying to recast it, then it cancels out the Rage ability. But you can see here as well, once you use the Rage, we can also grant the Berserk 15% boost effect. So each effect increases the movement speed. So that's going to be good. So first, we're going to be able to increase the Berserk damage dealt to enemies and also increase our movement speed. So this is going to kind of help us with range classes. If we're able to get a little bit of movement speed for a couple of seconds plus using a speed pot, you know, we do have other enhancement that we can use to gain advantage in PvP. Once you're able to use that, that's going to increase the Berserk, you know, fighting style in PvP. That's going to make the Berserk even more dangerous because the Berserk is a heavy damage dealing class. It's like crazy, you know, damage dealing, especially at level 5. So that's going to be a crazy skill here. And the Unstoppable, we get an extra effect once we use the Rage skill. It casts Rage, grants the Berserk immunity to control effect for range classes. For example, let me go on the class list here. You can see control effect. You know, we have Hunter, we have the Archmage, Duelist. We have Duelist is kind of a range slash, well, it pulls enemies inwards to fight close combat, so it's not range, but it's pretty good. We have the Ripper, we have the War Mage, you know, we have the Sylvian. Any control effect class really is gonna, you know, kind of help. The pet's gonna help. And of course, upgrading the pet is not that simple, just to let you guys know. It does take some time, so it's not like you'll just upgrade it everything at once, you know, depending if you have the money to do it, but free to play, it might take some time. We have here the Faster Than Death, which spell cooldown is reduced to 5 seconds when the Berserk health is below 50%. So that's going to really help as well, and that's going to make the Berserk even more dangerous in fights. So it's just something to look out for. I'm just going to do a quick test here to show you guys, you know, these effect in or on the field. Alright, so we're in the red zone to do a little bit of test here, and we have a fire axe as well, so it's like, you know, that's definitely going to do extra effects and stuff in relation to fire damage, of course. But yeah, let's go ahead and test the Berserk skill here. Alright, so I had to get my health down a little bit here so I can show you guys. So if I use the swirl, boom, you can see there, we got our health restored, and we can use that again. Boom, restore more health. We gotta go ahead and have what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna gather a bunch of mobs to see if I get like a higher amount of health restored. Boom, almost to full. That's crazy. So we can, this is gonna be really effective, bro. This power, the pet is really kind of overpowered, bro. Like if you really think about it, because if we like go in a bunch of mobs where we're getting attacked by this is gonna make the Berserk even more tanky. Like getting attacked by a bunch of mobs, you can just use the Shroom pet and just restore a bunch of health. That's gonna make the Berserk crazy tanky, as I said before. That's gonna be crazy, bro. Okay, so you can see there that that skill is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let me go ahead and check like the percentage here, man, because that's like restores the Berserk health by 35% of the damage dealt. Because if you do that swirl effect, because remember, right, with the Berserk, you can see here that it does give 150% damage of your weapon to all enemies in the radius and decreases their armor by 6%, their movement speed as well by 35% for 5 seconds. So what that does, right, when we do the swirl, we do 150 damage. That's crazy. Like doing 150 damage plus getting our health restored in like a group of mobs. That's going to make the Berserk really tanky. For the next skill here, which is the boost, you see the Rage grants the Berserk 15% boost effect. Each effect increases movement speed by 2 seconds. So movement speed will be increased once we use the Rage. I'm going to show you guys that in a moment here. But along with that, keep in mind the cast and Rage. You can see grants the Berserk immunity to control spells by 5 seconds here. So once we cast the raid skill, then of course, you know, in PvP, in theory, that will grant the Berserk immunity to control spell by 5 seconds. So that's in theory. I won't be able to show you guys in this video here, but just keep that in mind with the pet. But for the rage, once we activate it, it should give us movement speed here. So I'm going to go ahead and cast rage right here. Boom. And my movement speed should be increased. You can see the timer. We've increased the boot speed for that amount of seconds. So I'm a little bit faster here. So if you can see here, if we check on these stats, it lasts for, so I think it's, hold up. All right, so it gives us 50, yeah, it gives us 15 effects, right? So those 15 effects is that 15 timer. So basically 15 seconds it lasts for, and in relation to movement speed, that increases. So you just want to keep that in mind in relation to the Shroom pet. Well, let me know what you think down below. Do you think this Shroom pet is worth it? I think it's definitely worth it for the Berserk class. It's going to be a huge improvement. Not to mention you can use this pet with any melee weapon wielder because it gives melee weapons 7% to damage. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below about the Shroom pet. Appreciate y'all for watching, and peace.